The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Off play action, Pickett. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 53 yards. And the Steelers have retaken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He's got a man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 34 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Pickett sets up play action. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Pickett right back to the air again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Lorenzo Carter, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they work this well outfield across the 45. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now Austin. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Let's go now. Right. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and and all of a sudden it's third and very long, but they had been in second and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on second and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Milton Williams there on the tackle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Pickett to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Harris. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The fullback won. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Back to throw. That's caught by Pitts. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Blue striker.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that is no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunity.